Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in ARK Survival Ascended, going for the Map Maker achievement. This is to fill out 80% of the mini-map by exploring. We're going to start up a new game and roll a new character. As soon as we get into things, we are going to be taking advantage of the console commands. So make sure you enable them. Make sure you bring up the pause menu. Make sure you go into settings, go over to advanced by hitting right bumper. Go over to the left-hand column, and then make sure you turn console access to on. Save your settings, and then you should now have access to the console commands in the pause menu. Bring the pause menu back up, back button to open up the console. We're going to be taking advantage of some cheats to make this super duper easy and quick. First one up is going to be God mode, so make sure you punch in this cheat, and that's going to basically turn you invincible. Now, unfortunately, being a god in this game isn't going to protect you from the cold, so we're going to use this cheat to give us a bunch of XP, and then we're going to use this XP to level up our fortitude stat. So make sure you punch in the cheat, then open up your inventory, and then you're going to dump everything into fortitude. This is going to give us a bunch of cold resistance, and then once we have that, we're going to punch in a few more cheats to make things go by quicker. First cheat up is going to be this one, which is going to give us the ability to fly, because flying around in this game is going to be way better than walking. And then this one is going to be optional, but make sure you punch in this cheat, and this is basically going to allow us to move at super speed, which is going to make things even easier. Make sure you fly up. You can bring up the minimap by hitting the back button, and then all you have to do is just make sure you fill it out. Should go by pretty quickly with all of those cheats in hand. Do keep in mind you are going to be invincible, and you're going to be well adapted to the cold. Do keep in mind you still can die if you fly up too high or too low, so make sure you do keep your flight altitude pretty mid-level. Even if you do end up dying, you are going to want to respawn, and then just make sure you take flight again. If you do end up respawning, though, you're going to have to re-enable those cheats, so make sure you re-enable God mode, fly, and the slow-mo cheat, and that should set you up for continuing to fill in the map. Make sure you are trying to save frequently, as the game is going to be pretty crashy. If you do end up crashing and need to roll a new character, you are going to have to start all over, so make sure you try to be a little careful with this one and try to save as frequently as you can. So just make sure you fly around, try to be as thorough as possible. 80% is going to be a pretty significant majority of the map, so make sure you try your best not to leave any major gaps, and just make sure you are trying to do a couple of pass-bys over the same routes or so, and eventually you should be good for filling it out in a few minutes. Once you hit that point where you fill out 80% of the map, you should be good for the achievement then and there. There it is. It's going to be for 25 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.